Hi everyone. I'm Cordelia. I'm gonna be the DM today. We are going to play a very modified and kind of homebrewed version of Curse of Strahd. And I have gathered 4 very good friends with me. So I'm gonna run the campaign and definitely not torment them just a little bit. If you guys want to introduce yourselves and just give like a general character introduction and like what kind of class you're playing, we can start there. Let's see. It looks like Cass is up on the top of the stream, so I'm gonna pick on her first.
I do it.
Just say who your character is and like what you're playing.
Yeah, my name's Cass. I am playing Amaris, who is a Twilight cleric.
Elf, Drow, I think it was.
Drow Twilight cleric.
Okay, sweet. Kitty, you want to go next?
Hi, I'm Kitty. I'm going to be playing a fairy barbarian called Kiko. It's my first time playing a barbarian, so it's going to be interesting. Yeah, looking forward to this.
Okay. Aaron, you want to go next?
Yeah. So hi, my name's Aaron. I'm going to be playing a Harengan wizard called Quill. And if anyone doesn't know what a Harengan is, they're little bunny people. These don't work on camera, so I'm going to have to kind of just hold them up periodically.
Is that just what you hold up instead of having a character
I'll just
voice?
do that.
Just like that.
Munch on a carrot.
Yeah. Okay, finally, Jack, you want to go?
Yeah, I'm Jack, and I will be playing Soren, the half-orc bard.
Sweet. Okay. So you guys have all kind of had some pretty reoccurring dreams lately. And you all finally settle down for a night. It's just a normal autumn night for you all. And as you fall asleep, you are once again find yourself drifting off into the land of dreams. And you look around, you see there they are, watching, waiting as they have for as long as you can remember. You've had this figure waiting for you in your dreams. They've not always been as obvious as they are tonight, just you and them at some crossroads. The dirt under your feet is damp, making a squelching sound as you adjust your stance. You two stand in opposite directions but face each other. Tonight, they don a red silken cloak, the hood pulled so far over that there is no way they can see, with the rest of their face submerged in darkness. When you decide to stop staring and interact, the dream fades and disappears, just as it always does. However, when you awake, things are different. Your chest feels tight and you wake up damp, hair clinging to your face, even your fur is matted just a little bit, and in your hand you feel the slight heaviness of a card clutched between your fingers, as if you just took it. Tucking it in with the rest of your belongings, you head towards the tavern found on the advert. It was short and simple, so easy to follow. It reads, "At Hattersfield, find Celine's Tavern. The owner will direct you. 800 gold reward, 4 adventurers needed. Arrive 2 hours before sundown to sleep during the day." The idea of that much gold made your teeth hurt. Heading towards the inn, you push open the door. Inside, you find a nearly derelict-looking tavern. The owner, a tall elven man, stands there with dark hair and slate blue eyes that make eye contact with you. You don't even manage to say anything, and he takes a glance from your head to your toes, checking you over, and says, "Did you come here with the instructions? Table in the back." So as you all approach the table, Soren, you're the first one to enter the tavern. On the table directed to you by the innkeeper, you find a ring of 2 keys, a small note, and then a hand-drawn mini map. The key contains a heavy iron door one and a small silver chest key. As you find the time to make yourself comfortable, a drow woman enters as well, and she gets the exact same instruction. Continuing on, you see a Harangon gentleman enter, and then finally floating in is a small but light fairy following it. What are you all doing as you all sit down on this table?
I would like to read this note that has come with the keys.
Okay, sweet. You open up the folded note and you realize that it is. You should see it on Foundry, but I will read it out to you. It goes, Dear Responders, my name is Seraphina Mornheel. Apologies for the note. I was very much attempting to meet you all in person. However, I was able to uncover new.
Okay. And after reading, he's gonna pass this note over to Morris after they came in, after he did. Instructions from our mysterious benefactor. Came with these keys and a map, and he's going to unfold the map as well while speaking.
Mm.
It's just simple
She
directions towards the Durst Estate. Sorry, Cass.
You're fine. Amara's like she looks at the note and then like reads it and then she appears in your dreams and then won't even meet you at the tavern.
Normally it's the other way round.
Am I familiar with any of these names? The Durst Estate or Seraphina Mornheel?
Mm, yes, actually. The Durst Estate is pretty familiar for being a pretty cursed area that adventurers are known to find their way into and not really find their way out. The local city of Hattersfield has actually nicknamed it the Death House.
Cool. And then I'll pass the note to whomever else. So,
Well met, travellers. How are we doing this fine, soggy evening?
Very wet. Wouldn't believe the roads.
You're lucky you don't have fur.
True enough, true enough. A little pat on the back. I'm going to go see about some mentions in the note. There's food and drink available to us. Would be remiss to not take up that opportunity.
On the house?
So it seems. Upon our benefactor's tab.
I'll take 3.
3 it is. And for yourselves?
I'll take 4.
As many as 4 for one of such small size.
I can come help.
just
carry
one
them
is
with you.
fine for me.
Of course. And it'll bottle off back towards the bartender.
Okay. As you rattle off this order, he looks at you and he goes, "For what? Beer, ale, wine, cheese, bread?"
Yes.
That seems like a good start to an order.
"I will prepare a small arrangement." And he starts to turn around, and he starts to pull out some glasses of like various different shapes. So he's got like a little tankard, he's got a normal standard cup, he's got a wine glass, um, kind of a collection of things, and then he has piled on a small platter of different cheeses. There's a little bit of meat, and then some bread as well for you all.
Taste.
He hands the plate of the like cheese and meat and bread to you, Soren, and then he takes the glasses and heads over to the table and lays them out. And he goes, "For you all."
Thank you very much, kind sir.
I think like Quill looks up from the letter and just goes,
Mm.
"Oh my god, is that wine?" And just like grabs two of them. Just starts necking it.
Okay. After you all get a chance to kind of like fill your bellies and have just a little bit of conversation, you all can start to head in the direction that Seraphine's map has pointed you all to. It takes just like she said, just a little about an hour on foot. And as you head in the direction, it's not hard to miss this estate. It does stand alone and in its grand but albeit slightly dilapidated manner. It's 4 stories tall, and the outside seems to have been taken over mostly by nature, as the vines climbing up it seem not only to hug it but bury themselves under the wood. The peaked roofs seem to blend into the sky, a dark black color as the sun is finally starting to set and rain clouds take over. A balcony is attached to the 3rd floor, plenty enough space to survey the surrounding area if you can get up there. The iron fence surrounding the structure seems to be the only thing untouched by nature, as if the vines are either too scared or satiated by consuming the house itself. Oil lamps hang on both sides of the iron gate, unlit but swinging in the air. The metal at the fastening site rusting and squeaking slowly as the breeze picks up and lets go. Beyond the gate, you see a set of sturdy oaken doors that stand closed. They are framed by lamps which are unlit. The doors are old and weathered, their wood darkened by time, but they stand strong and proud, an unwelcome entrance to the house beyond. A gust of wind sweeps past you, carrying it with a whisper of cold dread that sends shivers down your
Charming place.
No sign of a welcome mat, but I just suppose the iron gate in front of us is that closed?
It is closed, and it appears to be locked.
Okay. Well, fortunately, I seem to have a iron key, which I may as well try on this door.
Okay, you fit it in. It fits in perfectly. You turn it, and it makes a little click sound as the gate swings open almost on its own with a loud creak.
What are the chances?
Well, I was going to try the other one, but I thought it was a bit small.
So, is anyone familiar with our little benefactor, or are we all just entrusting ourselves to this dank place on a whim?
Purely the money for me, my friend.
I mean, I'm not familiar, but I am not particularly. I'm more interested in how she managed to make these, or at least for me, managed to make this card appear in my hand after a very interesting dream.
Okay.
Not just me. Am I to guess that we all have one of these then? And he pulls the card out of a pocket.
I just thought it was some sort of beer festival, so
Well,
You-
what's on yours?
just holds it up. It says beer festival.
You find that you have somehow inadvertently written beer festival on the back of it, but as you do turn it over, you do see that it is a like black card. It feels like is reminiscent of like those that you get your fortune told with. It has a series of like borders that seem to be like twisting vines and a little like spot where the name is written. The card is a little bit beat up and kind of just not the greatest quality, but you can tell that it was once love. On it you see a hold up, sorry. I need to get to the right page for my notes. Oh no, where did I put them? Oh. There it is. Scared myself for a second that I got rid of them. Okay. You see on it you have a like very large like gentleman that takes up a majority of the card. In one hand he seems to be holding like a fireball basically that seems to be starting in the process of forming, and then in the other hand he clutches a wand.
Is that the same card that we've all got?
No, you each have different ones. Quill, as you look at yours, you notice that yours is the shape of a young woman that seems to have been blindfolded. As she holds a sword like across her chest as if she is like kind of defending herself.
So we all received a card. One's here for money, one's here for questions, and one here for beer.
Oh, if we're gonna
Sounds
find
like
beer in the creepy old house.
I wouldn't
Yes,
drink
it
it
does.
even if we did.
Looks like more of a wine place. Maybe vodka.
Okay, well, any volunteers to go first?
Kiko will fly up to the door and give it a hefty knock.
You fly to the set of double doors, and as you raise your hand to knock, you make the first impact, and you notice that the door is not locked, and the um, like uh, door starts to swing open just a tiny bit as it is loosened.
That is never a good sign.
So she'll just shout out, "Is anyone home? Anyone?
You don't hear any responses.
Is there any beer here? Hello?" And she'll step in.
Okay. You step in, and as you do, you make your way into a small hallway that's about like 20 feet long and 10 feet wide. On both sides of the hallway are paintings. There is a it seems to be like the same kind of like family portraits printed over and over again. You can notice a definite uh oh, shoot, like a familiarity in the face shapes and the people that are in the portraits.
Is this how you usually approach strange places, Kiko?
It's
Knock on the
not
door,
strange.
pronounce loudly, and walk in?
I mean, it's better than bashing the door down and just,
It's a creepy old house that people call the Death House. I think it qualifies as strange.
Maybe it's called that for another reason. Maybe deaf people lived here.
I'm not responding to that.
It wasn't one of my best. Been a while since I actually did any stand-up.
She makes like a grimace. He says like, stand up. Mm.
What's the lighting conditions in here?
It is unlit at the moment. There is like little sconces on the wall for you all to light them. But there is not even a window in this entry hallway.
Okay, Quill.
Who said that?
With, I guess, everyone. 3 willing creatures I can see within 10 feet of me for 1 hour.
So everyone gets 300 feet of certainly.
Is there a way to
300 feet?
300
Mhm.
feet?
300 feet!
Awesome.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Hold on one second. Foundry's yelling at me. There we go.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, good heavens. What have you done to my eyes?
They've given you a blessing.
Hmm.
It's
Useful.
not permanent. It's only about an hour or so. But it'll be helpful either until we can get out of here in an hour, or find some light sources inside.
And to who do we owe this blessing to?
What an odd question.
Just curiosity, really.
My goddess?
Good enough for me.
Nothing suspicious about me refusing to say the name at all.
I think Quill's like senses a little bit of hesitation there and just went, yep, fair enough. I shall pry no further.
I'm sure it's not one of the evil ones. It's not one of the evil ones, right?
No,
That's
it's
a
not one
relief.
of the evil ones.
Looking around in this short hallway. These, I assume, are bookcases and stuff alongside our walls, and that's a closed set of double doors ahead of us.
Bookcases, they're family portraits.
Oh, yes, sorry,
Yes,
you did
that
say.
is a set of double closed doors. Yes.
Okay, Soren is gonna ride on in and test the handle.
Okay, you test the handle. It opens easily enough.
Excellent. And then I'll wander through into this little hallway we've got here. Ooh, a sofa.
Is it like
It's actually a fireplace. It is a fireplace at the end of the hall. It currently just has ash. There's a little bit of like remains of like burnt wood, but nothing substantial for you all to currently light a new fire. Above hand there is another family portrait. This seems to be kind of like the most like recent-ish looking, and a small date in the bottom confirms that it's just from the most recent time of the other portraits. Um, there is 4 people inside there. There is a gentleman and a woman who are standing shoulder to shoulder with one another, and then below them are 2 children, a young boy and then a slightly older girl. A plaque beneath the portrait reads Mr. Gustav and Mrs. Elizabeth Durst with their 2 children, Rose and Thorn.
Rose and Thorn?
Yes.
Okay.
There's another set of double doors towards the north of you, and then there are 2 single doors, one to the north and then one to the south. There is also a climbing circular staircase that leads up to the next level, and as you can see, it even reaches up another level past that.
Maybe we should split up.
No. Maybe we should not do that.
How about twos? We go in pairs.
I mean, is there much need for us to split up so soon in this big, empty, scary house?
Scary death house.
You said it yourself. Yeah, death doesn't mean scary. It could be a house filled with lovely deaf people.
Dying
As
is
you
normally
said.
bad. I don't think it's called the deaf, like house with like deaf with an A. I think it's deaf, TH. Like I think this is where, people come in and they die.
It does kind of have that vibe of those people in the picture, they're probably dead. Or else the place wouldn't look like this.
Maybe they shouldn't have
The
named their
place-
kids such bad names.
The place is actually like pretty decently taken care of. You don't see like a whole lot of spider webs or dust. So whoever has been here like recently, taken pretty good care of it. Doesn't seem to be ransacked either.
And yet, not so much on the outside. Curious. How do I access the notes that we've, like that note? Is it in journal?
Yes, it should be journal. Should be able to see it. It should be under like introduction and then letter from Seraphine.
Yeah, okay, I've got it. Thank you.
Mhm.
Well, if we remember the note from the table, it says that the item we're looking for would be down in the cellar. So, I mean, I suppose we could explore the rest of the house first, make sure we are alone. Wouldn't want to go downstairs and end up locked in somehow.
And there could be other things for us to find.
Are you suggesting that we take things that don't belong to us?
I mean, you said the people in the portraits are probably dead.
Also,
So I don't know if it belongs to anyone.
we're here to take something that doesn't belong to us.
We're here to take one particular thing.
Well, what's 1, and then 10, and then 15? Just numbers.
If you say so.
15 burglaries is roughly the same as 1 burglary.
I'm not good at math. But that makes sense.
I mean, is it really 15 separate burglaries if we're stealing 15 objects from the same house?
Good point.
Well, I can't argue with that.
I think that's just one very large burglary.
Upstairs, then?
Lead the way, good chap.
Oh, me lead the. I've got the sword, of course, but that's much more for a case of
Does
me versus a singular
Keto have a
combatant.
Yes.
that we can see? How big is your weapon in compared to, like, you?
Well, Kiko is 2 foot tall,
Mhm.
and she wields a normal size axe, which is about 1.5 feet. So
Okay.
it's pretty big.
So like 80%.
Yeah. She's just
Skipper, are you still
around.
hanging out in the hallway, or have you come into the main end?
Yeah, Kiko's gonna kind of swing herself around the stairs and kind of just go whee as she flies up them.
Okay. As you make your way into the main hall, even before you get a chance to approach the stairwell, the front door slams shut, and the sound of rain outside completely vanishes, leaving the house eerily silent. On the southern wall, just above the marble stair, or just above the wooden staircase, bloody letters start appearing as if leaking out from the walls. And you all can read that it says, "Beneath this dwelling lurks a beast, who hungers for a bloody feast. He sleeps until the midnight chime, then wakes to feed his dark design. If morsels seek to flee their doom, then bring towards his secret room. A gift to soothe his savage mood will mind the servants of his brood."
Oh, good. Someone's home.
See? Death House.
Who
With a
wants
TA.
to rob it?
Okay, well, I didn't suggest robbing it. I just justified it a little bit. He suggested robbing it.
I did not. I suggested that we pursue mere curiosity in the hopes of finding items that may or may not belong to us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, robbing it.
That is a lot of
added to
words
the-
for the same thing.
I forgot to add it to the map, but there's actually a grandfather clock like here in the middle of the spiral staircase. And it starts to strike 6 o'clock.
So we
Okay.
have 6 hours. I wonder what the gift is. Is the poem, like, still on the wall? Like,
Yes.
okay.
Is there anyone who can maybe see if there's some magic going on here? Because that doesn't seem... Blood on wall is usually, I'm no expert, but usually a bad sign.
I would have thought with an axe that big, you were pretty much an expert on blood.
She goes up and licks it. That's definitely blood. Yep. Yep, definitely blood.
Yep, it's definitely blood. Okay, yep, it's blood.
And Kitty and Keto now has some sort of unspecified bloodborne illness.
Yes. You need to work on your adventuring approach, Kiko. Step 1, don't lick unknown substances.
We have made it
It was
38
blood.
minutes before we put something in the mouth. Okay.
I mean, technically
Oh,
we
dear.
ate food earlier in the session, or do you just mean things that aren't food?
Things that aren't food. You
Okay.
can put food in your mouth. I don't care about food. Why would you put blood in your mouth?
To
Blood
check that
that's
it's
seeping from the
blood,
walls.
Obviously.
Right, okay.
just a little, you know.
Blood seeping from... If this is another living house, if I've had to deal with 2 living houses in 1 week...
Technically, that house wasn't alive, per se. It was combination of all the psyches of the people it ate throughout the years.
Wait, the
Fine.
house ate people?
You see how
Yeah.
that's not better, right? you see this. Soren, now seeing sufficiently freaked out by the blood licking and the general panic of you've got till midnight before bad happens, he's going to trot very quickly and like rattle on these door handles.
The double doors,
Mhm.
they open easily. They open and it reveals a dining room.
Ooh.
I do. Oh, I don't have detect magic prepared because I'm a dingus.
I do. I can ritual cast it though. Depends if you want to wait 10 minutes or not.
Do you want to wait 10 minutes of our 6 hours to cast detect magic? I mean, I'm pretty sure we can all figure out it's probably magic.
Maybe it just did that.
Maybe you just did that.
Yeah.
Um, Soren, the dining room that you look into, you find that it is a wood-paneled dining room. The centerpiece is a carved mahogany table surrounded by four high-backed chairs with sculpted armrests and cushioned seats. Above it hangs a crystal chandelier, which is set with silverware and crystal glasses polished to a dazzling shine. Mounted above the fireplace is a mahogany-framed painting of an alpine vale with a windmill. The wall paneling is carved with elegant images of deer among the trees. Red silk drapes cover the windows, and a tapestry hangs from an iron rod bolted to the south wall. The table groans beneath the weight of a delicious-looking feast. Exquisite dishes lay on grand platters, such as succulent roasted poultry glazed with the shimmering honey sauce. There is a cake, some bread that still seems to be like wafting as if from the oven. There is a variety of cheeses and fresh fruits, and then a pot or a kettle of tea.
Looks like someone was getting ready for a very extravagant dinner. Hello?
You
Anyone?
don't hear. No one responds.
Um, hmm. The thing I hate about being first level is always being super stingy with my spell slots. Anyway,
Do you have like some kind of bonking stick just in case you run out of those?
she like gestures. She's got a mace on her back. I mean, yes, but
Did the poem mention about something being under the house?
Yeah.
The poem did. The poem said that there is beneath this dwelling lurks a beast who hungers for a bloody feast.
Okay, so the letter mentioned this mysterious artifact that we're trying to retrieve being in the cellar. And then the walls bleed, warning us of a creature beneath the house. Hopefully beneath the cellar, but one can assume that
it's
the beast
almost
will be.
definitely in the cellar.
Those are my fears, yes.
Do you think
So
we
do we
should
want to
head
head straight there? Or shall we.
before it wakes up? I think
Mm,
that sounds like a good idea.
I don't know. I feel like we should try to find this gift to soothe his savage mood.
Food always helps me.
And
gonna
all
say
else
that-
Some of the
fails?
food.
That quail does look delicious.
Or we could feed it Kiko.
I say the quail. Let's go with the quail first and see how we go from there. Yeah.
No, fair. Seems reasonable. Quail, then Kiko.
So are you eating it or saving it for the...
Yeah, she'll pick up the like a dish of food to take down there.
The plates are actually already set with salad.
No one wants salad. She just pushes off the salad off the side and just loads it up with meat. Don't want to give a gift of salad? Here, she hands it to the rabbit.
You handing me a plate of meat?
No, I'm handing you
The salad.
a plate of salad.
Okay. It's rather presumptuous, don't you think?
Would you prefer the cheese?
And he just starts nibbling on a leaf immediately.
Okay, Kiko, you slide the salad just to another part of the table where you manage to pull off two of the like legs of this bird, and as you pull them apart, the inside of the bird is actually still warm, and a little bit of like steam rises off of it as the smell makes your stomach rumble just a little bit, even though you just ate.
Oh, this smells so good.
This is almost definitely cursed food.
I think that's why it smells so good. Anyway, no.
Just remember step 1 of the Adventurer's Guide.
Don't lick the walls?
Oh yes. No, step 2.
Well, we've already broken rule 1. Oh.
It's never too late to learn.
Might as well go all the way.
Yeah, all right, DM.
Gonna just take a look around the room and see if there's anything that kind of stands out as a something that might be good as a gift. Apart from the food.
Hunger's
Apart
for
from
a
the
bloody feast.
No.
Is he going to be mad that you stole his dinner?
I didn't steal his dinner. I'm taking it to him. Just might have a slight nibble on the way.
If you eat the food and you get cursed, I'm not helping you.
Thanks, cleric.
I like how you say that about the food, but not about the blood.
I didn't. Okay, she went up and licked the blood before I knew what she was doing.
No one saw that coming, I think. I think that
This is
was...
It's gonna be full Kiko energy all the time, isn't it?
Okay, I know she's tempted to eat the food. I had no way of predicting that she wanted to lick the blood on the wall. Okay?
Well, no one else offered.
Also, I like... Well, yeah, I don't think anyone was curious.
Oh. Suit yourselves.
Okay.
Shall we continue?
Peace and love.
We have one gift of quail.
There was another room here, right?
Yeah, there were 2 doors in this main hall. In the dining room, there was another, like, smaller door.
Do we want to cover this whole room first, or this whole floor first? Or do we want to go up and then come back down?
I think do this one first. Sounds like a good idea.
Yep. Cool, I'll wander into the next room.
Okay, so you find yourself in a kitchen.
Is it warm? Like someone's been cooking?
It is a little warm. The oven still seems to have, or like the oven and stove seem just to have like a little bit of like warm embers. It's got like dishware and cookware and utensils neatly placed atop of shelves. A work table has a cutting board and a rolling pin atop of it. The stone dome-shaped oven, like I said, has the little bit of warm embers at the bottom, and the bent iron stovepipe connects it to a hole in the ceiling. Um, There is also another smaller, thin door off to the north. In the front right-hand corner of the room stands a small wooden door set into the wall. I just said that. Wow.
Oh, nothing in here. Just the kitchen. Still warm though, so whoever has prepared the lovely feast next door has obviously been hard at work in here.
What's in this little door?
It is a pantry.
Mm.
You enter into this room and you find there is a pantry. There is a myriad of foodstuffs kind of piled on shelves. There is also a cabinet with dishware. However, you notice that most of the dishware is properly aligned in its spot. One plate has managed to make its way to the ground and is cracked into a bunch of.
Mm.
Embossed on all of the plates is a windmill.
A windmill. Is there a windmill on the property?
No.
Okay.
Anything tasty?
You could. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I wasn't sure. Were you asking me or were you asking Delia?
You.
Just some plates and ingredients.
Nothing worth our time then, I suppose.
Do you guys think this windmill is like a hint? Or do you think this is just like kitschy plates?
Well,
No.
there's painting in here. There's the windmill. Maybe it's whoever owned the house owns a windmill.
Maybe.
Maybe he really likes windmills.
Maybe he's just a huge windmill fan.
We should get him a windmill!
I mean, windmills are huge fans.
Ugh.
I should have got a little drum that whenever I
need
just go doo-dum.
I need to put him down.
Overreaction. You made a pun. Ninth level kill cloud.
Session 1 PvP, let's go.
I'm starting the Kickstarter to put Jack down. The pros
What,
being
in
I
real
never
life?
listen to Jack's just shitty puns.
I will be your top donator.
Not even the character, just Jack.
Jack for real.
Amazing pun. Before I'm bullied by the cleric any longer. Wander back through. Oh, I didn't notice this door over here. I was looking on the wrong side of the wall. There's 2 more doors for us to have a play
Well,
with.
I think this one, whatever this is maybe a closet because of the way the kitchen and the dining room are lined up.
Which one of you was the last ones to leave the kitchen?
Kiko? I
Kiko?
think.
That'll be me.
Okay, cool.
Womp,
Kiko,
womp.
as you leave the kitchen, you hear a small thunk sound behind you. As you turn around and realize that one of the knives has flown out of the knife block and is now lodged into the wall.
Huh. That wasn't there before. She's gonna grab the knife, put it back in the knife block.
Okay. As you look at the knife block, you realize that as you put back the one that you currently have in your hand, the largest one is missing.
Huh. Did anyone take a knife?
Soren takes
No.
half a step away from Amaris.
I don't use knives, thank you very much.
That's what someone who would use a knife would say.
Guys, pretty sure this house is haunted.
I think we established that with the wall bleeding.
Oh yeah.
How many houses have you been in where the walls bleed?
Enough that she felt comfortable licking the blood.
It's been some crazy parties.
Quill starts pondering how many houses he'd have to go into where the walls bleed to feel comfortable enough to lick it.
I don't think any amount is high enough for that. I think
Depends what
that's
your
just a
wisdom
keto
score is.
specialty. Depends what your wisdom score. Well,
Try these other doors, or we could head upstairs.
I was gonna say, yeah, check this one. I think it's just gonna be a closet, though.
Yeah. You open it and you find a small closet. It seems to be like mostly for cloaks. There is several cloaks and shoes below, and then a hat box up top. Inside one of the coats, you can see a small envelope poking out of one of them.
Quill will grab the envelope and pass it to someone behind him. Is there other hats?
There's a hat box, but there's no hat in it. As you
Darn.
Everyone knows rabbit people can't wear hats.
The rules of
How dare
Final
you.
Fantasy 14 are very clear about this.
I can dream.
I'll take the letter off Bunny Friend and give it a gander.
The outside of the letter is addressed to someone named Lady Lovina Watchter.
Okay.
And inside you see a letter that reads, "You are cordially invited to join Mr. Gustav and Elizabeth Durst for a celebration of the 1-year anniversary of the Durst Mill. Located at the Durst Residence, Barovia Village, 6 o'clock p.m., 13 Navier, 348. Dinner and refreshments to be served."
Where are all the guests?
Is that today's date?
Nope.
When
How
was
long?
that?
Yeah. Or when is that? Or was that? Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. That year is like almost 1,000 years ago. You also don't know the month or the day that's referred to as Neavir. That's unfamiliar to you. So is the name Barovia Village. You've not heard of these places, are these?
So this house is definitely cursed.
Could just be someone's this incredibly well preserved. What's the word? Condition. But it's just an old letter. Could be magic.
Well,
You get the
that's
feeling that he's trying to convince himself that the house isn't cursed.
Sure.
But
Whatever you
Mr.
say.
Gustav and Elizabeth Durst, that would be the people in that painting. So
But who named their kid something horrible?
there's no accounting for taste.
I'm still hung up on Rose and Thorn. Who does that to their children?
Hollywood celebrities.
We're in a bleeding house with fresh food and knives flying everywhere. The most horrifying thing is that there's 2 kids named Rose and Thorn.
I'm gonna try this other door on the other side.
Oh, hold up. I forgot to put something in there.
Oh. Uh-oh.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I just made a boo-boo. Hold up. Sorry. Computer human error. There we go. Okay. You open up the door and you step inside and you find a uh you catch a glimpse of something feral beyond, an amber eye that flashes in the darkness and a bestial muzzle curled into a snarl. However, looking closer, you realize that it is a trio of gray-furred wolves frozen into place. It's only a moment before you realize it's not moving, and another before you realize that it's not alone. The oak paneled room looks like a hunter's den. Mounted above the fireplace is a stag's head, and positioned around the outskirts of the room are two additional stuffed wolves, a large gray wolf and a smaller gray wolf. Two padded chairs draped in animal furs face a hearth with an oak table between them supporting an assortment of objects. A chandelier hangs above a cloth covered table surrounded by four chairs. And the cabinet stands against the wall. A pair of small toys seems to have been forgotten beneath one of the chairs.
Oh, delightful. I'm having such a great time.
Well, as our good friend Soren just said, you can't account for taste. Although, good riddance to the wolves, though.
I'm sorry, I'm just looking at do you spin the wolf around?
Sorry. I was trying to make it look less like it's staring at the wall, because that's not how a stuffed wolf in a house would look.
Whee!
He goes, "Where?"
Well, Kiko, you won't have to worry about sharing that food with these. They look stuffed.
Amaris takes her mace and fucking hits him over the head. Not for real. Not for real.
It only gets worse.
I'm not even playing it.
As soon as I learn silence, I'm going to cast silence all the time, just center it on Soren.
I'm sure the bard will appreciate that very much.
Anything worthwhile in there, do you think?
I don't know. Is there anything of interest? I mean, you mentioned like children's toys, but I don't know. I just heard creepy animals and children's toys, and my brain was like, okay. So this is bad.
The discarded toy. I'd like to go and have a look at that. So there was one, like a discarded toy under.
Yeah. There are actually a series of toys. They seem to be just like a myriad of like small plush domesticated animals. So there's like a goat, there's a cow, there's a horse, and then there is a wild wolf as well. The threadbare coats show evidence of heavy mending and patchwork. Clumsy stitchwork on their stomach reads rose and thorn, respectively.
Okay, yeah, she's gonna take a look at the quail that's still in her hand, and then take a look at the toys, and then slowly put the quail down and grab the toys.
Okay.
No more quail?
She does look longingly at it for quite some time.
Kitty collects her third curse of the evening.
You may see a slight bit of drool just forming in the corners.
Okay.
It could just be blood.
I feel like drool and blood look very different when they're coming out of your mouth.
Depends on the creature you got the blood from.
We're killing Jack, I think.
Anyway, let's move on because we all know what this is. Okay.
Anyway,
Okay, so should we head upstairs?
There doesn't seem to be a way into the cellar.
oh,
Oh yes.
odds of it being like a slide from one of the upper floors. Whee!
It would be quite fitting. Hidden door somewhere, perhaps?
Perhaps you mentioned a grandfather clock, didn't you, Delia?
Yeah, it's like in between the stairs here.
Let me out of the room. It's either the grandfather clock or the fireplace.
Hmm.
If there's a secret door, it's one of those two objects.
If there's any like lamps on the wall, Kiko's just gonna start trying to like tug on them and try and like pull them down as if they're secret levers.
There's like sconces, but they do not like budge. They're pretty heavily bolted into the wall.
Did you say the front door slammed, or the doors to the dining room slammed?
Just the front door slammed closed.
Okay. Quill's just gonna go to the front doors and try and give them a budge, open them. See what happens.
You try to open the doors and you find themselves basically sealed shut.
Hmm.
Huh. Do you still have that key handy, Soren? Did you even need a key to this door?
No, that one
No.
wasn't locked.
Yeah, Kiko managed to push this one open. We've got this key, which was for the gate, and this second, it's a much smaller key. It looks like the kind that would fit a chest of some kind.
Yeah, like a chest jewelry box kind of shape.
Huh.
So it's a very small key. We're talking like... Cool.
Well, just so you're all aware, we appear to be locked in.
Woohoo! Go upstairs.
Yeah.
The less time we spend thinking about dying, the more time we have to not die.
You should write greetings cards.
Greetings card?
You know, cards of greeting. Birthdays, in your case, funerals, perhaps.
Ah, yes. Funeral greeting cards. The well-known commodity.
You give people cards for funerals.
Do you?
Yeah.
Some people
Okay.
do. Like a little commiserations
I
or
wouldn't know. I've never been to a funeral. So.
skill issue written across the front of a piece of paper.
Anyway, upstairs.
Of course, after you.
Who's going up the stairs first?
Which way does it go? This way?
So it like starts here by where Kiko is and then goes up.
Okay. I guess Kiko's leading?
Okay. Fantastic.
And then the stairs can become the super fun happy slide.
Who's next?
Whee! I'll be behind Kiko.
Okay. Soren, Quill, you guys going upstairs with the rest of them, or are you hanging downstairs?
What do you think, friend? We're looking for a cellar door, or shall we head upstairs with the rest?
I mean, there could be one The cellar would be where you could keep food goods as well. Maybe there's a hidden door in the kitchen or the pantry.
Hmm. So, are we splitting up, or shall we? I mean, we have 6 hours, right? We can peruse upstairs first, and then always come back down later.
True enough. Yeah, let's do that.
Is it Kiko, Amaris, Soren, and then Quill, or Quill then Soren?
Soren then Quill, I think, from the looks of it.
Okay, cool. Okay. As you climb up the stairs are pretty narrow. It's narrow enough to like mostly fit like one, maybe like medium-sized person, and then Kiko alongside them with how wide these stairs are. They squeak a little under your feet and creak, but nothing really seems to like click or show that they like lead to a secret like hatch or anything. As you make your way upstairs, unlit oil lamps are mounted on the walls of this hall. Hanging above the mantelpiece is a long sword with a windmill cameo worked into the hilt. Standing suits of armor flank wooden doors to the east and west wall. Each suit of armor clutches a spear and has a helm of like heavy metal. The doors between them are carved with images of dancing children. The staircase continues upward into a spiral to the third floor, where a cold draft whispers down from above.
They really like their windmill.
Very much so.
I guess we just go through the rooms again?
I see 4 doors, and there are 4 of us. I see 3 doors?
So there's
See-
2 double doors to the north and south, and then there's a smaller door here.
I can't see
just a heads up.
anything.
I can't see. Yeah. Your thing lasts for an hour, right, Cass?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I just made it blue. But
We're gonna need an artificial source of light eventually if we're gonna be here for 6, but
Yeah.
for now. I don't wanna I could just continuously cast dancing lights every minute. That's also an option.
Can I remove any of the weapons from the suits of armor?
Oh god.
they don't hold on to them particularly tightly. You can easily rip them.
Yeah, I'm
rip
gonna
the spear out.
take those those weapons out and just replace them with the toys that I got from downstairs.
Okay, so you now have 2 spears and then 2 like basic wooden shields.
Gonna head into this room here.
Fantastic. You head up to the set of north doors, and you find yourself in a pretty room easily recognized as a library. Red velvet drapes cover the windows of this room, and an exquisite desk and a matching high-backed chair face the entrance of the fireplace, above which hangs a framed picture of a windmill perched atop a rocky crag. Situated in corners of the room are 2 overstuffed chairs. Floor-to-ceiling bookshelves line the south walls. A rolling wooden ladder allows one to more easily reach the high shelf.
Oh, the shelf is filled with books.
Yes, they are.
You see Quill's eyes kind of double in size, and his ears go from slightly lopped to just completely up, like excited. And he just starts perusing all the books.
Okay, you find books on just like a myriad of topics. A lot of them seem to be like property management and like ownership. There's a little bit on like general like house repairs. And there's some on like just kind of like pretty much everything mundane.
Hmm. That's a rather boring library. Is there a note on the desk, or is that just a...
There's a note on the desk. There is a single handwritten note sitting atop the desk.
Quill will go and get comfy in that chair and pick it up and read it. Cross his legs, sit back.
Okay, you recognize that it is a letter. Once I can get the font to not turn stark white. There we go. It is a handwritten note that reads, "Dear Mr. and Mrs. Durst, in light of my current condition, I respectfully ask your leave for a brief time away from my responsibilities. While my devotion to your dear children makes this decision difficult, I have taken it upon myself to find a solution that I hope will serve your household well. A good acquaintance of mine is experienced in the care of children, and I believe that she could assume my role during temporary leave without difficulty. I realize that my request is not without its complications. However, my years serving your family have shown me the depth of your understanding and compassion. I truly feel that I have become part of this family, and I look forward to bringing another member of that family into this world. Yours sincerely, Clara." Is that Hobbs?
That was Hobbs, yeah.
Maybe.
What's up, buddy? Bless him. Got spooked.
Aw.
It's a rather odd state this house was left in. Well, nothing of note in there, I don't believe.
Just doesn't seem to be much of note anywhere in this house.
Sure, one of these rooms must have something interesting in. I'm going to open this side door and wander in.
Cool. You find yourself in a very small, cramped, undecorated bedroom that contains a pair of beds with straw stuffed mattresses. At the foot of each bed is a closed footlocker. A door to the left appears to lead to a closet. Seems to be a simple servant's quarters.
I'll take a cursory nose around in the closet.
Okay, inside the closet, you find a myriad of laundry. It seems to mostly be man's laundry, including fine suits, tunics, neckties, pants, and stockings. However, you see a much smaller single woman's slip that appears to have been mixed in with the rest of the clothes.
What about these footlockers then?
The footlockers just contain general like mundane things. There is like three different sets of like what appears to be like servants' uniforms. So there's like starched shirts. There's in the one next to the bed with the black covers, there's like an apron and such, and then in the one next to the white, there appears to be just like a small set of like children's toys. And whoever seems to have owned it also collects a little bit of children's clothing, like baby clothing. Sorry to specify.
Possibly a child. Servants' quarters through here. Nothing really of note. Bit of a shabby job with the laundry.
Mm. And then I'll go for this last one.
Fantastic. You open those doors and you find yourself into an elegantly appointed hall, the windows of which are covered by gossamer drapes. A brass-plated chandelier hangs above the ceiling and upholstered chairs line the walls. Several stained glass wall hangings depict beautiful men, women, and children singing and playing instruments. A harp with a bench rests in the northeast center, and there is a piano in the southwest corner. Alabaster figurines of well-dressed dancers adorn the mantel.
Odd. Does anyone know how to play the harp?
I can play a handful of instruments. I wander on through, and he sit himself on the harp and give it a cursory like flick through, like similar to how he would like when tuning his lute, like testing the strings.
Still actually like very in tune. They don't seem to be like loose or wiggly in any means. You're able to go through the notes efficiently.
Well tuned. Must have been either greatly taken care of or done recently. I'll play a little tune if I can.
Okay, play a little tune easily enough. The acoustics in this room echo just a little bit, but enough to sound like you're playing with a multitude of harps and not like overwhelm the main harp.
Beautiful. Shame we couldn't take this with us. This would be worth maybe hundreds of gold. Actually, can I ascertain like exactly how much like something like this would be worth?
I would say from your knowledge, about like 250 gold sounds about right.
So we make it unscathed. Kiko, you might have to do a bit of carrying.
Wait, we're leaving the heavy carrying to our fairy friend here?
I think looks can be deceiving. If they're carrying around an axe like that, I think this one has perhaps a substantial amount of strength.
She picks up one of the chairs and just twiddles it on her finger before putting it back down again.
Strength check. Let's see the one.
Yeah, go ahead and do strength check.
Shit.
One,
Get out of the way with.
One.
Oof.
That's,
All right.
that is
When
the
I
best
hear you
roll
very
I'm going to
easily
do.
pick it up.
She gets all 6 chairs.
Start doing
right.
the Mexican hat dance on the harp while you juggle
Juggling
6 chairs.
Deceiving indeed. Are these windows, by the way? I'm standing next to. On the
I'm
map.
sorry, what was that? I didn't hear what you
Are these
said.
windows?
Yes.
What do I see outside, out of curiosity?
You
looking out.
look outside and you see, not much. You see maybe about like a foot of like airspace, before you are hit with a thick wall of. At the like edges of the window, you notice that there is like a fog tendril, kind of like licking at the edge of the window.
So much licking.
Do you think if we break the window, could we leave the house?
Let's give it a try. Kiko, would you mind?
She picks up one of her chairs and just flings it at the window.
Go ahead, roll another strength check.
Oh, this is the one. This is
Quill
where it
moves out
all
the way.
goes wrong. Okay.
Oh damn!
Okay, well, you managed to pick up the chair pretty easily. And the rest of your companions kind of back away as you toss it at the window. It makes like a thunk sound, and then the chair starts to like go backwards as if it hit the window and did not break the window.
Yeah, okay. That's what I figured. Couldn't be that easy.
Very strong windows.
Right, upstairs with the creepy breeze.
Sounds good.
Yippee!
What order are you going up the stairs in?
You said hanging on the wall there was the ornate longsword with a windmill.
Mhm.
That looks nice kind of thing.
I mean, it looks like a standard like longsword. The hilt is pretty nice, but like you wouldn't get like a whole lot.
Okay.
It seems to be more craftsmanship than like monetary value, if that makes sense.
Cool. Same marching order.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
You guys climb up the last set of like the last spiral that the stairs go up.
Woohoo!
Kiko, as you step forward, you climb the stair, and you realize that the air up here is dry and musty, but tinged with a strange coppery scent. A suit of black plate armor stands against one wall, draped in cobwebs and marked by age. Oil lamps are mounted on the faded oak paneled walls, which carved with woodland scenes of trees, falling leaves, and tiny beasts. As you make your first step up to the balcony above and the rest of your companions make your way, you hear a large creak coming from the armor.
Yeah.
Kiko's just gonna let out a sigh. It's always cursed armor.
We're gonna have our first fight. I'm gonna have everyone roll initiative, please.
Oh.
I've lost the initiative. Where is it?
Cross
On
sword,
the like
top.
tab on your left side under the AC.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic. So our order is gonna be Quill, Soren, Kiko, the armor, and then Amara.
Woohoo!
Quill, you're up first.
Oh, okay. So actually, top of the stairs, and this armor just comes to life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where am I on the map? Do. Okay. Is the space behind him like unoccupied? Can he go back 5 feet?
He cannot. He is up against the wall.
Sorry, to the right of him, I see. Like here.
Oh, yes.
Cool. Yep. So I'm gonna bonus action rabbit hop.
Okay.
So I can hop up to 10 feet away. So I'm gonna just hop that way 5 feet. No opportunity attacks can hit me.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
And then I guess he's gonna fire a shot from his crossbow. You don't do anything like allies being in the way, chance of being hit, do you?
No.
Cool. Still checking before I shoot Kiko in the back of the head.
First combat clunk, Kiko just collapses to the ground.
Oh, that's close.
With an 11, that does not hit.
Cool, so as he pulls with his crossbow, he just fires off a bolt that kind of like just flies past Kiko's head and then kind of just sees it ricochet off the armor and kind of goes, oh dear. That's his turn.
Okay, fantastic. Next up is going to be Soren.
Okay. Soren is going to step into the spot that Quill just left empty, and then he's going to whip out his rapier and take a slash at our new friend. 18. 9 points of slashing damage.
Phew. Okay, so your rapier makes contact with this, and as it does, you see like a couple plates of the like abdominal armor kind of like separate as if you like cut through its abdomen, and then kind of like clink back together. But they're kind of like off kilter, so its upper body seems to be just a little off center.
And that's my turn done. Do I have to press a button?
Nope, I got it. Kiko, it's your turn.
I think I've just noticed that my character sheet is still on level 1.
It should be for right now.
Oh, okay, that's cool. In that case, I'm going to go into my rage.
Grr.
Arg. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to bring my axe down as hard as I can at the head of the armor.
Uh, 17 will hit. You slam your axe down into its head, and as you do, you hear a thunk sound as the metal impacts metal, and there is like a very clear divot of where your axe has made impact in its helmet. Okay, anything else?
No, that's me done.
What does Kiko's rage look like, out of interest? She goes into it.
So it's just mainly her just screaming at the top of her voice, but she goes from being quite cutesy and dainty to having this like guttural, almost like a feral kind of raw kind of sound to her voice. So it's almost like she's taken over by some other creature.
My name is Kiko. My name is Kiko.
Literally.
Okay.
going to be the armor's turn, and it is going to rear its now dented head back and like basically headbutt Kiko as hard as it can.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Silvery barbs.
Okay. So then I re-roll d20. Yes.
Uh-huh.
The d20 and use the lower. Okay. I'm just gonna roll the d20.
What does silvery barbs do for those of us who don't know?
Silvery barbs magically distracts. So as it leers down and goes to headbutt dear tiny friend, Thorin's going to flourish with his hand across his back where his loot is and make like a jarring sound, which hopefully is enough to distract the armor and leave it a little open opportunity for weaknesses. So it has disadvantage on its attack or ability check or saving throw, and then I can provide advantage to a person of my choice, which is going to be Amaris on your next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw you make within the next minute.
Oh, well. I don't know if I'm going to do that.
It's still got some hit points. You'll be fine. Okay. It does not hit, but it does have another attack, so it's going to repeat the same process.
It's quite rude.
And I got a critical.
Uh-oh.
I'll start re-rolling my character. It's okay.
So Kiko will take 4 damage since it got 9. Okay.
Okay.
And that is the armor's turn. So Amaris, it is your turn.
Yeah. So, Amaris is going to, like, reach under, like, the, collar of her clothing and pull out, like, an amulet and, like, clutch it and then, like, reach one of her hands out. And I'm gonna cast Word of Radiance.
Okay.
Each creature of your choice that I can see within range,
Succeed on a con saving throw, take 1d6 radiant damage. Okay.
Yep. So that's... This is awful. I don't want to target everyone. No, no. We're having a bad time. This just... Yeah, okay. I'm not trying to hit the others. It just won't let me not
figured.
target them.
It's okay. What's your save?
13.
It got a 15. Sad.
Fuck, motherfucker. Wait, doesn't it have disadvantage?
I did on the one roll. You had advantage now.
Oh, fuck me.
Do you have anything you want to do with your bonus action?
I don't even know if I have bonus actions. I'm not gonna lie. No, I don't think I have anything.
Okay, we're gonna go back to the top of the order with Quill.
Cool. He's going to raise his crossbow again and just kind of like try and aim that little bit in the helmet where it's got like a little slit where the eyes go and try and shoot this thing down. Nope. Again, arrow just bounces off wide.
Okay, anything else you're doing?
Nope.
Fantastic. Soren, it is your turn.
Okie dokie. I'm going to do the same again and take a rapier slash at the armor. I did less good.
A 7 does not hit, sadly.
Boo. In which case, then that's all for me, I think.
Okay, fantastic. Kiko, it is your turn.
Kiko is muted.
Kitty, you are muted.
I'm muted. I'm gonna swing my axe again. I'm gonna try and knock his helmet clean off his head.
Fantastic. Go for it.
Oh dear.
A 9 does not hit.
I think that's
You doing
all I
anything
can do for now.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's just gonna kind of swing at it, but miss entirely, and kind of spin round and swear under her breath to herself.
Okay. Unfortunately, with that means it is the armor's turn. This time it's actually going to go for Soren with its melee attacks, and it's going to take a fist and try to punch you in the abdomen, but it will miss. So it's going to take its other fist and try to swing again. And miss again. Okay. Amaris, it's your turn. You still have an advantage because it lasts for a whole minute.
Okay. I guess maybe I'll just hit it with my mace to take use of the advantage, because most of my spells are... Well, I could use... No, I'm gonna hold on to them. I'm holding on to my spell slots. I'm just gonna hit it with a mace.
Okay.
Bonk.
With advantage on the
Yes.
attack roll?
Yep.
Wow.
A 20 definitely hits.
6!
Okay, how do you take this out?
Yeah, so she's gonna, like, pull her mace out. She's got it, like, behind her with her shield. She pulls it out from behind her, and then she, like, brings it down and just, like, caves in the helmet of the armor. Just, like, smashes straight down on top of it.
Fantastic. As you smash down on the top of the helmet, the rest of the plate armor kind of just clatters to the ground. And with that out of the way, we're going to take a quick 10-minute break.
Bravo.
There's cat hair in my water.
Uh-oh. Sweet. Welcome back. Okay. So you guys just defeated your armor, giving you all some XP and getting you closer to second level. You guys are on the third floor. What are you doing?
I guess we go into the rooms again.
Well, just to avoid any more nasty surprises, Quill will kind of pull out this little orb, wave his hand around it, mutter a few words, and cast detect magic. Just as an action, spell casting. Remind
me what detect magic does and what it. Sense of faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic. It can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 foot of water. Okay. Let's wait. There are 2 main things that ping off. Over in this upper corner of the northwest area, there is some necromancy magic, and the same for over here, kind of southwest.
Both necromancy.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Oh, okay. Well, we have 2 things alerting me. We have necromantic magic pinging off in both of these rooms. One in that corner and one in the other room. And you'll point to the 2 doors. So, yeah, proceed with caution.
Wait, hold up. Pause. Necromancy magic will also go down. Or down does. Within 30 feet. Oh, okay. Hold up, I gotta change my answer now.
To no necromancy magic, right?
No, there's still some, but
To 400 things pinging off.
I have to think if there was the flow. On the story above you.
Above?
Yeah. there's 4 stories to this house.
I thought there was...
The stairs only go up 3. There is abjuration, both on the floor above you and the floor below you. The abjuration shows about like where the library is, below you, and then on the floor above you, it is also against like the southwest wall.
Huh. So that library was hiding something. How
Might be
curious.
worth a check when we head back down.
Yes, this lasts 10 minutes, so as long as we are quick, I can. Actually, give me 2 seconds. He's going to run down the stairs to the bottom floor.
All the way to the first floor? Okay.
All the way to the first floor.
Audio.
Okay, you go. Okay.
Do you go down the stairs like a bunny, like both feet, like that?
One at a time.
Yeah.
Doing, doing, doing.
That rabbit's rampant.
Is there anything in particular you're looking at downstairs?
Any magical signatures that I can detect from the spell
Okay.
within 30 feet.
There is illusion magic, kind of where the blood lettering came from.
Mhm.
And
Who would've
then
thunk?
also illusion magic in the corner of the wolf hunter den area. And some other spell for the food thing, but I don't remember what the...
Knew the food was cursed.
I definitely didn't eat any.
I don't remember that.
Kiko just stand there with now a bird carcass.
It's picking
Yeah,
out just a
pretty
little
much.
bit from the teeth.
But Quill was only downstairs for like 30 seconds. How did you do that?
Wanted to be ironic though, if the quail was fine, but the lettuce was cursed. Who curses lettuce?
Didn't Quill eat some lettuce?
You did.
He did a little nibble.
Uh-oh.
He did.
They're dead.
It's worms.
They're dying.
I think it would be transmutation magic.
Type station, cool. Yeah, and he's gonna bolt back upstairs again. Join the rest.
Okay.
Cool. Yes, so abjuration in apparently is an attic up or something upstairs anyway. Even if the stairs don't go there, there apparently is a room upstairs.
Forgot
Or
there
some,
was
at least something triggering.
I forgot attics existed. There's probably like a ladder or something.
Yes. Well thought.
I was being snarky about it, like who makes a floor that doesn't have stairs, and then I remembered attics exist.
Holy shit.
Attics.
I've never
Who has
lived
an
in a
attic?
house
Okay.
with an attic, okay?
So, it casts as IRL wisdom scores of flat 10. Done.
No! I'm
Gonna
just
make a
a
note
little...
here on my note. Basic.
It's a conspiracy theory. Attics don't exist.
Like Australia.
This brought to you by Big Seller.
I can't make myself like comically frown, like...
Womp womp.
Everyone is so mean to me.
You know.
What was that about a Kickstarter to have me euthanized?
Just a joke, Jack. God.
I was referencing a Vine, thank you very much.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, you were.
If it's a Vine reference, it's fine.
Yeah,
It's legally allowed. Also, if you
Yeah.
follow it in Minecraft.
yeah.
Oh. Might I suggest the room up here that has the magic in? Maybe you could narrow it down a bit for us?
Which one? There's 2. It's like this one
I
there and this area.
Yes, both necrotic in nature. So either something, well, I say either something. Usually something sinister, I presume.
I mean,
I say not anyone's
resurrection
aware
magic
of.
is necrotic magic.
True.
I mean, it's probably not that. It's probably bad. But, just as a point of note. Anyway.
We could, like, open one of these doors and I could fling this spear I got from downstairs just through the door. And if something goes, ow, we're sorted. No?
Okay. What if something doesn't go ow?
I didn't think that far ahead.
Maybe keep the spear ready to fling if we give you a signal.
That's a good plan. You're pretty smart.
Thank you. You know, it comes from a high-class education. So a door. Gestures both hands. Chester.
Kiko, your pick.
Usually I'd lick them to pick, but let's just go with this one here. And she points to the.
Do you have, like, a thing with your mouth? Is your mouth, like, magic or something? Or are you just really into putting things in your mouth?
Kitty, by the rules of the game, you have to answer this in character.
Just remember, you are not your character.
Holy shit!
That was in the character preparation fight.
It's on the sheet.
Look, some people detect things with magic. Some people have, really high IQ, like our friend here, and some people are just better with their mouth than anything else.
At least this way we'll know if the door is wood.
Okay.
She's gonna head up to the. Oh, if I can get her to move. No, I can't.
Read top left. Use the move token because you'll still have target on in it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I
do.
don't have end combat. Hold on. There we go. That was my bad.
That's why. Yeah, she's gonna go for that top one.
Okay. The double doors right here?
Yeah. So yeah, she's gonna ready her axe
course.
just in case something comes kind of flying out the door at her.
Okay, as you approach the door, these grand doors loom tall, their dark wood frames enclosing a pair of dusty, stained glass windows. Each pane is etched with intricate designs that resemble windmills, their once vibrant hues now faded and obscured beneath a thick veil of grime. Through the dusty haze that prickles your eyes, you catch a glimpse of something through the windows, a silhouette standing mere inches behind you, behind the glass, lit from behind by a dim amber glow. It's still and unmoving, but the mere sight of it seizes your muscles in a vice-like grip, your limbs refusing to obey your conscious mind. The air around you thickens, its temperature plummeting to a bone-chilling cold. Your breath fogs the glass panes, a delicate frost creeping across them, as the house's distant creaks and whispers are swallowed by a heavy silence. The shadow behind the door is nearly formless, insubstantial, but its presence invokes a primordial deep dread from within you, even down to your bone marrow. Your heart beats faster, sweat beating on your forehead, pulse racing through your veins. Slowly, the silhouette begins to turn its head towards you, and then, just as suddenly as it appeared, the shadow evaporates. The biting cold ebbs away, and the house's quiet sounds return once.
Oh. I think maybe I ate a bit of funny quail or something. That wasn't very pleasant.
You okay, Kiko?
Yeah, it's fine. Everything's good.
The door?
Yeah, the door. And she's gonna push open the door.
Okay. Open at the same time. You enter a dusty, cobweb-filled master bedroom with burgundy drapes covering the window. A four-poster bed with embroidered curtains and tattered gossamer veils stands against the center wall. A door facing the foot of the bed has a faded full-length mirror mounted on it. In the right-hand corner of the room stands a small wooden door, its surface half-rotted by age. A tarnished metal button is set into the wall beside it. A rotting bearskin rug lies on the floor in front of the fireplace, which has a dust-covered portrait of the man and the woman from the first floor hanging above it. A web-filled parlor in the southwest corner contains 2 chairs and a table holding several items, as well as a door with dark, dirt-flecked window. The room also contains a matching pair of wardrobes, a padded chair, and a vanity with a wood-framed mirror and a silver jewelry box. A soft amber glow emanates from beneath the jewelry box's lid.
Walk over to the jewelry box, I think.
Is the necromantic there? Magic's coming from that I detect there. Necrotic.
From the jewelry box.
Soren, do you still have that key?
Pats down his pockets, fishes out the little key. Yeah. Pass it forward. Soren's gonna hang back a little and with his hand on the hilt of his sword, just kind of keeping an eye on that suit of armor. A little nudge with his foot every now and then.
And I open the jewelry box.
Yep, let's do it.
Which one?
Where are they?
The jewelry box? It's on the table here.
It's over there. So yeah, so the one that's kind of emanating light.
Okay. You take the small silver key that Soren handed you, and inside the jewelry box is empty of most valuable. Instead, it is filled with grain, with an amber shard resting in the center of the box. A roll of parchment is half buried in the grain beside the shard.
Let's read the parchment.
Okay. Inside, there is another small handwritten note as you unfurl. And it reads, Drasha, I have selected you as the beast's custodian in my absence. Should the beast grow unruly or show signs of agitation while I am away, I have left this amber shard to weaken it and soothe its fury. Should the need arise, present the shard and speak the beast's name. If you speak it with conviction, it shall obey you in my stead, if only for a time. But be sure to be gone from the house before it awakens fully at midnight. So long as the beast draws breath, it, not you, is the heart of this house, and no meal shall ever sate its appetite. Should you linger in its domain, it will mean doom for you all. Signed, Elizabeth.
So we can eat the food. Huh. Well, looks like we should probably hang on to this shiny stone then.
I think we found the answer to our riddle.
How do we find out his name, though?
I mean, we could also
Fluffy.
just, start guessing the names of people. Wouldn't be surprised if the beast is some sort of mutated former person.
Maybe there's
You know,
like
the children.
a baby name book or something in that library. Or a kennel?
That.
Or a dog bowl. They usually have names on.
I don't think it's the kind of beast that eats out of a dog bowl.
Well, perhaps there shall be clues elsewhere in this house. to the beast's name.
Are these all doors on this end here?
Sorry, ping that one more time.
Up here.
No, those are windows. Sometimes when I upload it to Foundry from Dungeon Draft, it likes to put my doors as my windows as doors.
Okay. But the doors this side are.
Those are our doors. Yes.
Okay.
This is a door. No, I won't do the ping. This is a door. This is a door.
Cool. Was there anything else magical in this room?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna open this door here.
Okay. It leads out to a small balcony. There's nothing on the balcony.
Is the balcony, like, sealed?
No.
Can you jump off the balcony?
You can certainly try.
Can I, like, find, like, something small in the room and, like, throw it off the edge of the balcony?
Sure, yeah. On the table behind you, there is like an unlit candle. There's 2 mugs, and then there's a pile of rotting
A pile of rotting what?
cookies.
Okay, I'm gonna take a mug,
Okay, cool.
and I'm just gonna, like, lightly toss it over the edge of the balcony.
Okay, so you're just like, whoop, instead of
Yeah,
bling,
I just,
Okay.
whoop.
do a little whoop, and you hear it crash down to the ground.
Guys, do you think we can just climb off the balcony and leave? And say fuck it to whatever?
Kiko's gonna try
I
and
mean-
fly out off the balcony.
You go past Samaris to head to the balcony. As you make your way onto the threshold of the balcony, those little like tendrils of fog start to like vastly heighten and creep up and start to enclose you inside the balcony.
Maybe
Okay,
we
never mind.
don't jump off this balcony.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Emergencies only, perhaps.
Anyway, okay. Plot abandoned. Anything in here?
Closet? There is
Yeah.
just normal clothes.
Oh, anything
They tend to
particularly
be-
fancy?
I mean, they're all made of like pretty fine linens. There's a collection of like a moderate amount of shoes. There's some like hemmed suits hanging up. But there's no like gold in the pockets or like fancy jewelry or anything.
And was there just the one jewelry box with the creepy magic shard in it?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay. Do we want to go straight for the other room that had magic in, or do we just want to try all the doors?
How long have we been in the house for by now, do you think?
About 40-ish minutes.
Cool.
A little tracker.
I'm gonna do this door here at the bottom.
Okay, sweet. You open and you find a room that is shrouded in dust and cobwebs. That is a pretty elegantly appointed bedroom. A large bed stands against the far wall, its once opulent coverings now faded and threadbare. Besides the bed, a mildew-covered towel covers most of the dusted blue book on one of its 2 end tables, with a smaller collection propped upright. On the far side of the room, you can see a pair of 2 more glass-stained doors, their windows flecked with dirt and grime. To the left stands an empty wardrobe, its drawers slightly ajar. Mounted beside it is a full-length mirror, its wooden frame carved to resemble ivy and berries. To the right, an empty doorway leads to a room. You can see the silhouette of a crib inside, its quiet form veiled by a slightly blue hanging shroud. A strange substance seems to cover the floor beneath it. As you look around the room, you notice that blankets atop the bed lift slightly away from the mattress, as though something is lying atop the mattress beneath. As you watch, you can see the coverings, almost imperceptibly, slowly rise and fall, a low, rhythmic rustle.
Without saying anything, Soren's going to kind of like motion behind his back and just try and grab someone's attention. Whoever might
I guess
look
that
at
would
him.
probably be me.
He kind of leans to the side so you can see over his shoulder and points at the bed that appears to be breathing.
Ah. She's gonna turn and try to get Quill's attention. And just gesture at the room very frantically.
Oh, yeah, you okay? You'll kind of like tiptoe up to Soren.
Okay, tiptoe to Soren. As you do, the detect magic pings off once again, with some illusion magic of the bed.
He will like confidently walk up to the bed and just rip the sheet off.
You rip the sheet off, and you find nothing, no physical form beneath the sheet. However, instead, you find a blood-stained mattress and a crude, on the posters of the bed are hand and foot restraints made from barbed wire that have been nailed to the posts of the bed.
As he's pulling off the sheet, he goes kind of like, ta-da! Just an illusion, my friends. Oh my god.
That doesn't look very illusion.
Barbed wire. Ouchies.
I'm sorry, one of the books was like a blue book that was separate to the others.
Purple, I wrote that it was blue, but I ended up making it purple when I was making the map. This one.
Oh, we can't see colors, so.
No. This one right here.
Got a vision in it.
Yeah.
Okay. That one being separate looks kind of like it stands out. Soren's going to pick that up and have a leaf through.
Okay, you have a leaf through. You looking at it, it is open to a very saucy page of a romance of a book called Blue Blooded Lips. You find out that it seems to describe the story of a peasant woman who is having a illicit romance with a wealthy duke.
Wait a minute. I have a little Sherlock flashback to the woman's shift in the amongst all the men's clothes in the servants' quarters. That's suspicious.
Do you think someone is reading about the actual affair they're engaging in? Is that what your theory is?
It seems as likely as the breathing bed, the moving suit of armor, and the bleeding walls.
Mm.
Plus, did Quill make the note he found in the library public knowledge?
He read it out loud.
Yeah, that talked about the servant woman going away for some time, and then when she returns, welcoming a new member of the family.
There's a crib somewhere, Delia?
Yeah, it's over in this room. This door should be open. Sorry, oops, I locked it. That should be open. Here's a crib right here.
Mm. I'm gonna go in here.
Okay, as you step closer, the air in this small nursery is strangely warm and tinged with a coppery scent. Blood-red runes cover the wall, arranged in concentric circles around the crib in the center, which seems to have a name carved into its side. Strange, flesh-like tumors have grown along the floor around it in sparse clusters and slowly pulsate as if they're breathing. Looking down, you notice that a small object seems to have fallen beneath the crib. In the distance, you can faintly hear the sound of an infant's soft whimpering.
Yeah, Amaris is gonna start praying under her breath. Just...
Fuck that shit, I'm out.
Can Quill do like a check to see if like he knows anything about what's going on in this room? So there's runes on the wall.
Yes.
Okay.
What check did you say?
And whatever you think, investigation or
I'll say you
religion.
can do either investigation or arcana.
Or arcana.
Be good.
Sorry, I
Someone's also
only
going
have.
to pocket the saucy book as well.
You have a
Of
very
course.
saucy book.
I hope Delia like actually gives you text for that book.
Absolutely not.
Just a 12 on the arcana check.
Okay. I mean, it's not hard to figure out that whatever these runes are, they're nonsense. They seem to be mostly written for like fear emphasis more than anything. They don't seem to actually do anything.
How curious. What's the
You said
name
there was,
carved
like-
into the crib? Oh, go on, sorry.
The name is Walter.
Nerd.
What? Oh. I'm gonna take my mace and kind of poke at the fleshy bits.
Okay. You take your mace and you poke at the fleshy bits. As you do, you like poke it and you hear a little like squelch bursting noise as one of them pops open and starts to leak like a myriad of just like purulent blood mixed fluid onto the floor.
Mm.
As the fluid leaks onto the floor, it goes under the crib and a little bit washes out and a item slides out from underneath the crib. You notice that it
Oh.
is a severed human finger with pieces of flesh stripped off of it, and you see tiny bite marks on it.
Fingers, 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 fingers.
I'm gonna start praying again.
Pico, don't lick that.
Or eat it.
Just go. No.
You know?
Just holding it like a cigar in her mouth.
Well, perhaps we found the name of our beast.
I put like 5 silver on it, probably.
I'll take that action.
I don't actually have any money. So.
Cordelia, did you say that this other door down here was open and an empty closet? Was that?
No, this is like a stained glass that leads to another balcony.
Oh, okay. So which side of the house is the other balcony that they were on before? Was that the front of the house?
No,
Or is this
you
one?
guys are on the front of the house.
Okay. I'm gonna take a step out onto this balcony if I can.
Fantastic. You take a step out into the balcony, the same thing starts to happen. Those like foggy tendrils start to swarm over the edge, kind of encasing you in.
Okay. As they start to swarm, can I see through them at all?
You can see through them at the start. Like I said, you only get about a foot before you meet that thick wall of opaque fog. But you do notice that your like the ground is different.
How different?
So beforehand it was like more like normal grass. This grass is pretty sparse, and what there is mostly covered in like a layer of like fallen like autumnal leaves.
Okay. Wander back inside then. It's more fog.
Right. Mm. Where else did you sense magic?
Well, we have the attic. There's something up there, abjuration kind. And then there's something in the library as well.
What's abjuration again?
Did Hop has a kidney stone? That was very loud.
That's just
was
Hobbs' normal
Hobbs.
meow. That's him every day.
I thought that was Molly.
No, Molly has more of a cigarette sound.
In my head, Molly's from New Jersey.
Molly's busy smoking her Marlboros, okay?
Get me a pack of smokes from the store.
So abjuration's like protection, right? Protection spells, that kind of thing. Barriers. Who are you? I don't see a way up the attic though.
I guess try one of the other rooms. Perhaps there's one more room out here, right? I thought.
There's two more. There's this door right here, and then there was this one on the other side of the double.
Room 1.
You look in and you find a small supply closet. It seems to have a myriad of cleaning chemicals, sheets, towels, pillows, and then rags to clean with, as well as like a broom.
Okay. Other one. Moving on.
Can mix those cleaning products.
You gonna make mustard gas?
I might make mustard gas. As I am a half-orc with an intelligence of 10, I may accidentally make mustard gas.
Okay. And in here?
In there, you find a bathroom. Seems to be a normal bathroom. There is a bathtub, there is a chamber pot, and there is an unlit fireplace.
Still no attic. Okay.
If our many hours of phasmophobia have taught us anything, it's that the ghost is in this bathroom.
He's busy taking his shit in the chamber pot. Okay, give him a minute.
Okay. Anyone else have
looking-
ideas on how to get up to the last floor?
If we look up at the ceiling, is there any sign of a hatch or anything like that?
Nope.
If we break a hole in the ceiling, can you fly through it?
Can Kiko, like, fly up and kind of knock on the ceiling to see if there's, like, a hollow part?
I mean, yeah, you can knock on the ceiling. I mean, it's, like, hollow enough because there's, like, a floor above you, but it's not, like, you don't hear, like, the rattling of a secret hatch or anything.
Right.
Does anyone
Can you
have a
punch through it?
saw?
I mean, Kiko has an axe.
I could try. I don't know how stable this house is, though. I don't want to cause anyone any damage if it all caves through.
One hole probably won't cause it to cave. Maybe. Hopefully.
She'll take one of the spears that she
Says
took.
Amaris, the famous architect.
Mm-hmm.
She'll try
Yeah, her
and,
little known skill set.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and drive one of the spears through the ceiling.
Okay, make a strength check.
Little known cleric fact, all clerics are architects.
Ah, yes, my favorite cleric. Twilight domain, life domain, building domain.
I mean, there is like forge domain. Isn't that that's a thing, right?
Yeah?
Yes, but not in the same way you're thinking.
Channel divinity, that's a supporting beam, mate. We can't do anything about it.
Kiko, you take your spear, you manage to get like maybe about like an inch into the wood that makes up the ceiling before your spear is pretty stopped. Whatever made the floor or ceiling in this construction reinforced it pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't there magic in the library?
There was.
Where did the
Similar
children
magic.
sleep?
Maybe they shared a bed?
But which? Lady of the house's bedroom's here, and then you have what may well have been the mistress and the man of the house, but otherwise there's just the servants' quarters.
Valid point.
Did
Kiko.
they
name
lock
is-
the... Is this like a yellow wallpaper situation? Wait, no, that's not the right one. What's the book I'm thinking of?
Flowers in the attic?
Flowers in the Attic.
Why does everything always comes back to flowers in the attic? Everything.
Fucking VC Andrews!
Do we have a Flowers in the Attic situation on our hands?
I'm just gonna say this, with the amount of incest that's in that storyline, no.
Okay. Julia says no incest.
Boring campaign.
Sorry.
I guess if we like not just in the hallway, like if we go into the extra rooms and stuff, is there like anything that indicates a way up into the attic that we can see? No.
What's this?
What is what? That's a fireplace.
Can we fly up the fireplace? Well, can Kiko fly up the fireplace chimney?
So,
Royal we.
So once they go to like the third story, they become very small. You cannot fly up them.
The floor's too thick. The chimney's too small.
Get the
There's a
feeling
bathroom where
that
the
Mark's
main
wants to leave.
fireplace should be.
Listen, I am also not an architect.
You should take some levels in cleric.
Can I swim through the toilet duct and escape that way?
You know
No.
what? When I level up, I'm going to take reduce enlarge, and then we can start working on these plans.
Yes. You can have two of us. Cast it twice.
I guess we should go back and recheck the other floors. You said there was extra magic. We may be able to find something else.
Yes, I mean, the library has some sort of abjuration magic, and then the bottom floor was mainly illusion.
Library it is.
Head down to the library.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Sound you guys make when you go down the stairs.
Yeah, obviously.
With the Batman logo. I want to see that on the stream next week.
I think there's an IP issue with that. No.
It's fine. Give it 11 years and it'll be public domain.
Okay. Cool. We'll
Wait, what?
revisit the situation in 11 years.
That's when
Popsy!
Batman will enter the public domain. And anyone will be able to make Batman content.
Huh.
I think it's 11 years. Superman is much sooner.
This isn't. I have to wait till Robin enters the public domain for me to legally publish my Batman fanfiction.
I cast Dissonant Whispers.
Across the
And
zone.
all of those whispers are just, your fanfic is bad.
Okay.
Good lord. Okay, back at the plot. Yeah. Quill?
Yeah.
Magic?
Magic in this room. Where's it coming from?
Here.
One of the books.
Bookshelf.
You'll
Area.
kind of like wander over and kind of take a look at it, feel around it, give it a wiggle, see if it moves at all.
Okay, yeah. You look. You kind of just like pretty much pull and pick and look at everything. As you do, you notice that a book on politics is kind of anchored down at the bottom with a tiny set of screws. You pull it, and the bookshelf squeaks open to reveal a metal door that only has a simple like jagged and irregular hollow niche in it.
Does the shard we found fit in there?
It looks like it would fit.
Who got the shard?
I got the shard. Don't we want to find out this thing's name first, though?
It's Walter.
We
Is it
think
Walter?
it's Walter.
It's
We think
probably
it is.
Walter.
Probably Walter. But what if something happens to it and we need it later to make Walter go away?
Well, there's no way to the cellar we can find. There's no way to the attic we can find. We can't jump off the balcony. We can't break the windows. We can't leave through the door. I don't think we have a lot of options.
Okay, hold up. The niche isn't like the amber shard is like about the shape of the niche, but you could easily seem like you could pull it back out. It's not the same depth. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, I guess we should give that a go then. That sounds about right.
After you, Kiko. If you do the pleasures.
Try not to lick it.
She goes, and then she goes, nah, puts it in.
You put it in, and as you do, the panel center emanates a faint amber glow, and you hear a click as the metal door releases, and you can swing it outward.
Okay, she'll step into the room.
This small hidden room is packed with a bookshelf and stacks of books groaning with old and ominous-looking leather-bound tomes. A heavy wooden chest with clawed iron feet stands at the south wall, with its lid half closed. Sticking out of the chest, its ribs and head caught between the lid, is a skeleton in leather armor.
Aha! Now here's where the good stuff is.
Quill, is there anything in here that I shouldn't touch?
Yes, the books. Don't touch those. You may damage them, and they look to be interesting.
I mean, dangerous.
You can lick anything else.
But it can't be dangerous, it's already dead.
Skeletons can come back to life.
From my experience, the things that are dead are the most dangerous of all.
I presume my detect magic is run out by now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Waste another 10 minutes ritual casting.
I didn't before. I just cast it with a bit of a spell slot.
As you all contemplate what to do next, the clock downstairs chimes 7 times.
Oh yeah, and our dark vision is probably all, well, everyone else's dark vision is gone by now probably as well.
Mm-hmm.
Where have you
I'm
all
okay.
gone?
Oh, right, you wouldn't be able to...
I guess I'll cast dancing lights.
Would someone with dark vision mind just lighting a few torches around the house?
Do I have like fucking anything?
do we have matches?
Yeah, does anyone have matches? I have a tinderbox. Okay.
I've got prestidigitation, so I can light small fires.
Well, we've got dancing lights for 1 minute. So the room has lit up.
Sorry,
Cool.
Foundry has to reload. Sorry, give me a second. Oopsies. What color are your dancing lights, Cass?
They are white,
I don't have white. Choose another color.
purple. 4. Yeah, I'll create all 4.
Okay. Now what were the rest of you doing? Sorry. I got distracted making fun purple lights.
I want to see if there's anything interesting in this room.
Yeah.
I don't really want to touch anything that could be dangerous.
Someone should go around like lighting sconces or torches or have a torch. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point. You guys keep having a look around. Soren's gonna start like just strolling around the floor and flicking prestidigitation at the sconces. Presumably, there's stuff that could be lit in them, be it gas or.
Tinder and stuff.
Actually, thinking about it, I can use my druid craft. I believe. I can light stuff with that. Can instantly light or snuff out candles, torches, or small campfires.
Okay.
It's fine. Okay. Akiko, you are looking inside. I know you said you didn't want to touch anything dangerous, but what exactly are you going to touch?
Everything.
Okay.
I
So there's the chest, and then there's the piles of.
Yeah, so the chest has got the skeleton in, right?
Yeah, happened.
Where's the other half?
Inside the chest.
Okay,
It's like stuck
cool.
out of
Cool,
the
cool,
chest.
cool. That's fine then.
Is it?
No. I'm not really fine with any of this. And then there's books, isn't there?
Mm-hmm. Lots of books.
So any books in particular that kind of stand out as something I should read?
I mean, you can take a glance at them. It's pretty hard to tell just from like the spines of the books, like what they contain. But they seem to be like mostly like handwritten items, so you can see like loose pages sticking out and such.
I don't really know what I'm looking at here. I'm just going to fling open the chest.
Okay, fantastic. You fling open the chest and you find that inside the chest, 3 darts are stuck inside the skeleton's arm. Also inside the chest, there is 3 blank books with black leather covers, 3 spell scrolls, a deed to the house, and a signed will, along with a note.
Okay, I'm gonna pass the kind of loot along. Probably pass the darts over to Soren and the books over to Quill, and read the will.
How well versed is your barbarian in what we can only assume is fantasy legalese?
Surprisingly, not very.
Massively, very well.
Actually, a fairy lawyer.
I'd watch that anime.
My other
Lawyer.
campaign, one of my players is constantly trying to convince me that her character is actually a doctor. And so she'll be like, yes, my famous doctor, Tabaxi Paladin.
She's a doctor. I'm an architect. The barbarian's a lawyer.
Fine.
This all adds up.
Okay. Kiko, you look over the will. It is a will signed by Gustav and Elizabeth Durst that bequeaths the house, the windmill, and all other family property to Rose Durst. It contains like a subsection that says like if Rose is unable to take the property, it goes next to Thor.
What happened to these kids? Where did they live?
grown-up houses.
Soren, is that armor any good for you?
Check you go over. You say it had the dart sticking in it.
Hmm.
Yeah, seems a bit. Didn't seem to help him.
Are the darts like poison or anything?
It's hard to tell now.
Okay.
He kind of gestures to his own, like he moves his shoulder of his cloak over slightly, and you can see like a layer of just really basic, regular leather armor.
It's basically the same that's on the skeleton inside the trunk.
We could pack it up, and decent armor smith might be able to do something with it, and we could sell it on or scrap it.
Well, Cole's gonna start flicking through these books that came out of the chest.
The ones that came out of the chest are empty.
Empty.
Yeah, they're just
Ooh.
notebooks that have not yet been filled in.
Aha, more room for my stories. I wonder who this skeleton belonged to.
Curious as how they got in there. We had to use the shard to open the door, but that was locked upstairs, and I have the key. Well, I had the key.
The house magically resets when all the people in it die.
Is that a thing that happens often?
I don't know, but it feels appropriate.
It's very convincing.
Anything else in the chest, Kiko?
Was there anything else? Sorry.
There was the will. There was a note. There was the 3 spell scrolls and black leather books.
Yeah, I'll read the note then.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Will show up there. Okay. It is a handwritten note that reads, "My most pathetic servant, I am not a messiah sent to you by the dark powers of this land. I have not come to lead you on a path to immortality. However many souls you have bled on your hidden altar, however many visitors you have tortured in your dungeon, know that you are not the one who brought me to this beautiful land. You are but a worm writhing in my earth. You say that you are cursed, your fortune spent, your husband solace in the bosom of another woman, sired a bastard son, and drove you to abandon love for madness. Cursed by darkness, of that I have no doubt. Save you from your wretchedness, I think not. I much prefer you as you are. Your dread lord and master, Serzina von Zarovich."
Hold
Well,
it.
that's pleasant. Are you talking about the affair?
Oh,
So
What a lovely place.
where's this altar?
In the basement, probably.
That would seem most fitting.
The other books in the room, the leather-bound ones on the floor outside of the chest. Anything in those? As Quill flicks through them.
You flick through them and you find that in the books seem to be like a series of like fiend summoning rituals, necromantic rituals. They seem to be mostly handwritten. You can either study them or just like see if you can take a quick glance at them. But for the most part, they just seem mostly new and hard for you to understand right off the top of your head.
Okay. He'll pop them in his backpack for the time being. Well, books on summoning fiends and evil things. This
How
house
lovely.
grows more sinister by the minute.
No.
And sulking. What's up? Is there any like suspicious looking trapdoors or hinges in this room?
Any
Nope.
signs that say hidden basement this way?
Oh yeah, there actually is one. No.
What about these spell scrolls? So I had a glance over. Are any legible to me with my particular persuasion of magic?
I'll say you can know what they are. You can't necessarily would be able to use all of them, but there is one for bless, there is one for protection from poison, and then one for spiritual weapon.
Ooh, shit. These don't really seem to be my kind of spells. Useful to either of you?
What were they again? Sorry.
Bless, protection from poison, and spiritual weapon.
I mean, they're spells I kind of know. Well, I know how to cast one of them at least already. Two of them. I mean, I'll take them.
If we survive and get out of here, we can at least sell them. If we survive.
Oh, I'm
That's
sure
the spirit,
we will.
Kiko.
I'm sure we'll survive.
She's saying it with a smile on her face. Well, I think it's safe to say that the abjuration magic was that door and required this gem to release. So we have one more of these in the attic if we can get there. The only other magic I found was downstairs in the hunting room. There appeared to
I
be
guess
some
we'll try
illusion.
down there. I don't know what else to do. We can't seem to find a way up, and we can't seem to find a way down.
You say the deed to the house was in that chest?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, let's take that.
We
Now
own the house.
Yeah, now we own the house. House, do as we command.
It's going to be
The house
really
does not
awkward
answer.
trying to let it out, though, if everyone who comes in here can't escape. It's going to be a nightmare for bookings.
Are
Turning
you gonna
it
start
into
an
an
Airbnb? God damn it.
Wow. In sync.
Same brain cell.
Alright, shall we try and find a creepy basement then?
Yeah.
I
Pop
guess
down
so.
one more floor and check out the hunting room. I'm sure those stuffed wolves won't be of any bother.
Oh, it's just illusion, my friend. I'm sure it'd be fine.
Bum, bum, ba-na-na-na, na-na-na-na-na-na-na. And as we arrive back down on this floor as well, just going to take out my lute, play a couple of light notes, and light all of the sconces on this floor as well.
Song of Arson.
No, just a few light notes. Just a few light notes.
I don't think I actually put any sconces on the top of Lucas, but there is some. You want to light the fireplaces too?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. You know. Okay, plan. What are y'all doing?
Where is that illusion magic coming from in this room?
It's coming from the corner over here.
Is there anything there at the minute?
No.
Cole just points to the corner and says, "Yes, it was coming from that corner. Although nothing
What's
appears
in
to be
the
there."
corner? Like
Nothing.
literally nothing? No furniture, no nothing?
No, nothing.
I'm gonna walk over to the corner.
Okay.
Do I, like, if I touch it, do I feel anything?
No. Feels like wood floor.
Should try farting. Maybe it's a ghost holding its breath.
Thank you for your input, Keto. Was it like, I'm gonna turn back to, was it like under the floorboards or something? Was it?
I'm gonna say with how quickly you ran in and out, it's just, I'll just give you the general area of the corner.
No, unfortunately, it was just a faint glow in that rough area, really.
If I like stomp on the floor, does it sound hollow? Delia?
I said no, sorry.
Oh.
My mind didn't want to pick it up.
Kiko, maybe you could wave the crystal at it? It worked upstairs.
I shake the crystal and just go, ooga booga!
You go, ooga booga, and nothing happens.
What about these things? And I just stick my my spear into one of the closest wolf.
It yells a human scream. No, I'm just kidding.
You what?
No.
A tiny
It's
child
just-
screams.
It's just a stuffed wolf. It doesn't react or do anything.
Oh.
Why does it glow red when I hover over it?
That's because a genuine
Oh.
answer. Dungeon Draft does not have a wolf like asset to put in there, but I do have one in Foundry. So I used the ones from Foundry. They're tied to stat blocks, but there's not actually creatures there.
Could you just
That's why she
slide
could
the
spin the
spear just through it, just in case? Just
I just
slide
spear
it on
through it,
through.
and you push out a bit of stuffing because it's a fucking stuffed wolf.
Just making sure.
Good job, Kiko.
Killed it for you. You're safe now.
I feel a lot safer.
Anything else of interest in this room?
And there's the cabinet. You guys didn't touch it.
We should go touch the cabinet. I'll go touch the cabinet.
Okay. The cabinet is unlocked if you want to go inside.
Yes.
Okay. Inside the cabinet, there is a heavy crossbow with 3 silvered crossbow bolts mixed with 20 other crossbow bolts of regular style. There is also a mounted piece of child's needlework that depicts a boy and a girl holding hands with a young woman. Alongside is clumsily stitched the words that read, "For Miss Clara." The woman's face has been slashed and cut out.
Oh no. Is Miss Clara potentially the other woman?
Possibly.
Yeah. The name is the same one that was signed at the note on the desk.
I'll pass the crossbow and the bolts out. Not much of an archer, but does anyone want these?
I mean, I think I can use one. Heavy crossbows are martial weapons, right?
I don't remember off the top of my head, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Probably, I would say.
Yes, martial ranged weapon.
Okay. Well, unless anyone else wants it, I can have it.
Wouldn't know where to start with how to use it properly.
Rather too big for my taste.
Do you want to take all 23 crossbow bolts with you as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's 20 regular ones and then 3 silvered ones.
Okay. I don't know if you're adding stuff to my inventory or if I should have been keeping track.
Nope, I got you.
Look
I've
at
been
her
doing
on
it
top of
everyone.
everything. Look at them. Okay, well. I don't really know what else to do. Because we can't find a way up and we can't find a way down, and...
Is the fireplace lit in this room?
Soren lit it, yes.
Yeah, I'm stumped.
In the cloakroom, there isn't any like kind of. Quill's gonna have like a little tap around the walls.
They're just normal walls.
Cool.
Someone did try and kill us in the kitchen. They did try and throw knives at us.
One knife. It's like baby's first assassination attempt.
I wouldn't say that so loud. In the haunted house. In the haunted death house. With the
I don't know if it's
bleeding
like
walls.
I don't know if it's haunted per se. We haven't seen any ghosts.
You don't see ghosts. That's the whole point.
No.
At least I
Have
hope
you seen
don't.
a ghost?
No.
Okay, then there's probably not ghosts.
Well, that makes me
Blood
feel
on the
better.
walls.
There's other evil things here, yes. I just don't think it's ghosts.
Soren's going to head back to the kitchen and the pantry and start looking around there. Like, if there was a cellar
Yeah.
for storage, maybe it's somewhere from here that you could access the cellar?
Go ahead, just roll a general perception check.
Three.
You don't see shit, man. It's a kitchen.
Fair enough. Can't argue with that.
Do I see anything?
You can roll a perception check.
I will do that.
An 18. Yeah. So you don't see anything that seems to lead to the upstairs or downstairs. But you do see that in the corner here, there is a pot that lid is kind of cockeyed as a cork of a bottle of wine, and the neck of it is slightly sticking out.
Okay, I'll grab the wine.
Okay. You go to grab the wine and the lid slides off, and inside you find a myriad of things. The wine is labeled from a place called Wizards of Wine Winery, and it is a brand called Champagne du l'Estompe. Inside there is a piece of lace that looks kind of like a handkerchief that bears the initials KB into one corner. There is a bouquet of wilted sunflowers, a vial of brownish dried powder, and then a scroll of parchment.
Quill, do you want to take a look at this? Before I lick it.
Yeah. Please don't lick it.
I don't lick powder anymore. I had this powder once in this magical mushroom forest I found. It's very weird. Don't recommend. Can you take a look at this and see if there's anything strange and possibly deathly going on with it?
Yeah, cool. We'll take it. Give it a sniff.
Roll a nature check.
Eight.
An 8 is not going to be high enough. It's just brown powder. You don't know what it is.
I'm going to use my druid craft to just make the flower bloom.
The sunflowers? Okay. You
Pretty.
have a blossom of sunflowers.
I'm just going to put them back
I'm
in
a
the pot.
Nope, I'm afraid I've got no idea what your brown powder is, I'm afraid.
Do you take the note from around the sunflowers, or are you just going to leave it attached?
Yeah, I should probably take the note from around the sunflowers and probably read that.
The note is simple. It just has one line, and it reads, "For the light of my life," and it is signed J or G.
Maybe
Oh,
we should
Gustav.
take these sunflowers with us. Could be a good offering.
So, Gustav had an affair with Clara. And I think she had William?
Walter.
Walter. I was close.
This is close. And then I guess from there, the kids came back. It drove Elizabeth mad. And she ended up killing Clara in the upstairs bedroom.
Possibly?
And
Well-
cursing the child to become something.
What was that other letter we found? Like the one that talked about this in the jewelry box. Drasha.
Yeah, I haven't seen that name come up anywhere else. Maybe Drasha was the person in the chest?
Maybe.
Quill's going to start looking at these paintings as well, just kind of checking around them and behind them, if he can, if they come away from the walls.
Away from the walls. Sadly, there's not really anything of note on the back of them. There's like names of like family members, but nothing that seems like familiar.
Let's go with the tropes. The grandfather clock. Like, if I have a look around that, is there anything interesting there?
You can roll perception.
– 17?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay, what about the fireplace?
Everyone go ahead and roll an intelligence check for me. I'll give you all a hint.
Damn it.
Where do you roll intelligence checks?
You just click intelligence at the top of the character sheet.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
With all those, I will say that you guys have not really explored the music conservatory, and the mirrors upstairs were looking a little funky.
Right. I guess we do the music room first.
Fancy a jam session? I mean, we're stuck here, right?
I will.
I would like to not be stuck here. So.
Okay, upstairs to the conservatory.
Yeah.
At least we won't starve. I'm sure Quill here will make a fine meal.
Ha ha.
Anyone
Ooh.
want to take a look around?
Could someone light some, get some lights in this room, if possible?
I start pinging off some
These are definitely
lights.
I guess Delia says I cast dancing lights again.
Superb, thank you.
Don't they move?
Yeah, but they only last a minute.
I don't care.
Didn't fiddle with the piano last time.
Is there anything on the piano?
Nothing is on the piano, but you do notice that one of the keys is permanently pushed in a down position.
Is that the noise that we can hear in the music?
If it is a total coincidence. We'll say it's a G note that's being pushed down.
Okay. Soren saying this and being of the musical sort and being kind of irritated that it would be left like that, kind of flicks the dagger out of his belt and like pries it back up into a normal position.
Oh, you try to, but it seems to resist. As if something is keeping it pushed in the down position.
Can we play the same note on the harp?
You can try.
I only know chopsticks. Soren, can you, what note is that?
Don't really know the piano much, but a G note. Wander back over and look on the harp, think for a second, and then go for what he would assume is the G.
G string.
Plays with the G string.
He's twanging his G string.
Okay. You play the note. Nothing happens.
Yeah.
Is there like sheet music or anything in the room?
Not that you can see.
Is like there's still one piano, like something that you can open up. Like there's usually.
The piano.
Yeah, the piano's still. You kind of goes and opens it up.
You open it up and you see that the like cord that is attached to the G string. God. I did this to myself. I just wanted the initial. Okay, the cord that is attached to like the G key, tucked underneath is a rolled up piece of parchment.
Quill will unfurl it. Give it a read.
You unfurl it and you find a handwritten sheet music for the piano titled Waltz for Clara.
Ooh.
Clara.
Haha. Well,
Come
music
on,
man.
Bard.
I knew I should have taken that piano proficiency.
Come on, it's just the piano. Like every baby's first instrument.
Do you play the piano?
Very poorly.
Is,
I took a
is
few
there
lessons
enough?
in elementary.
Is there enough
Oh, wait.
room on the bench for both of us to play?
Oh, are you asking Amaris? I don't know if Amaris
Yes.
has the piano.
Is this gonna be like a ghost situation, except one of you is behind doing the piano?
Could I like help
Sorry, no,
out and like jump on some of the keys to help him play it?
I don't know if that's gonna
you
help.
on the keys and go bang, 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 bang.
As a musical professional, I'll tell you that wouldn't help. I think.
I can roll performance. I don't know if I'll do well.
Go for it.
You can roll performance.
It'd be very funny if I get like.
And that's when
You do it, and I'll accompany you on the lute. It's an easy enough, and I'll throw bardic inspiration on top of that.
First not one of the game. Cass, you push, or Amaris, you push down the piano key, and it goes, and you hear a snap of a string.
What?
One of the piano string snaps.
Okay.
Is it for one of the notes that are in the sheet music?
No.
Oh, you are torturing that poor thing.
Then figure it out, music man.
Play as a ditty.
Play the funky music, white boy.
I will, as the funky white boy, play that music.
Go ahead, roll performance.
Another
you also
one.
roll it now.
Another one.
Well, not much better.
Okay, it's not the greatest song you've ever heard, but you do manage to get through the songs. As you put your fingers down to the keys, the notes echo. And even though the start of Soren's song is very rough, the room seems to create this like melody that makes it sound much better. And as you continue to play, the music seems to take on a life of its own, and your hands start moving across the keys, unbidden, as if guided by an unseen force. From the edges of the room, spectral figures begin to materialize, spinning and weaving in a ghostly dance as though led by the song. Most are unfamiliar to you, but you recognize two of them. Elizabeth Durst in the corner, watching Gustav's apparition dancing with a young, beautiful woman wearing humble clothes. The eyes of Elizabeth's apparition narrow into a cold, furious stare. The dancers pay her little heed, however, the song growing faster as the spirits whirl to the rhythm of the piano's crescendo. With a swift moment, Elizabeth reaches for the pendant around her spectral neck, a shimmering amber shard hung on a cord of ethereal mist. As her ghostly fist curls around it, her eyes flash a bright, menacing amber. and the spectral dancers dissipate, swept away as if by an unseen wind. Elizabeth's apparition lingers but just a moment longer before disappearing with the rest. As it does, a sound resonates through the room, a low sound of scraping wood originating from the room across the hall. The floor trembles faintly, and you hear the crash from the mantelpiece. Two of the alabaster figurines have fallen from their place on the shelf. One toppled over on its side, the other shattered across the floor.
Cool. Did the one that shatter have anything inside of it, or was it just?
Um, the one that shattered, did not have anything inside of it. But the shattered one appears to have once depicted an older man.
And
Where did that sound come from?
It came from the library. Scraping sound.
Quill wandering.
Okay. You wandering. The desk seems to have moved slightly, and the note that was on top of the desk is now ripped in thousands of.
Someone's unhappy. Anything else changed in the room, or just the desk and the note?
The desk and the note.
I guess otherwise it's the mirrors.
Let's go take a look.
Gonna head upstairs. Once again, on the third floor. So there was a small mirror right here, and then there was this larger mirror here in the nursemaid suite.
I'll take a look at the small one.
Can I investigate the mirror?
Which one? The large
The
one
big
in
one.
the nursemaid?
Yeah.
Let me do the smaller one first, and then I'll go to yours.
Okay.
Kitty, as you look at the mirror in the bedroom, you notice that it seems to have that same creepy outline that you saw earlier through the windows. There is the ghostly, shapeless, formless figure on the other side.
Pretty sure something's watching us.
As you say that, the mirror shatters.
Oh. Was watching us.
Huh. Did you see something before, Kiko?
Yeah, some sort of shadow figure? I thought it was just the poultry that I definitely didn't eat too much of, but maybe it was real. Is there anything in the shards of the mirror, or are they just normal mirror pieces?
Just normal mirror pieces.
Yeah, maybe we should check out that other mirror.
Well, be on your guard.
Okay. Morris, as you approach the mirror, you look at it for just a second before the reflection of yourself starts to warp and change, and standing in front of you is a spirit of a pale, skeletally thin young woman. However, this woman has been beyond mutilated. You see that all of her fingers and toes have been removed, her eyes have been sewn shut, and her lips and teeth have been torn from her mouth. Countless knife-thin scars line her entire body, including the flesh around her wrists and ankles as if they have been barbed to the bed. Her hair has been carelessly hacked to stubble. Though the appearance is disturbing, it seems that she was just watching you. She
Clara?
doesn't seem to do any harm to you. As you say her name, she disappears, and the mirror leans down towards you and starts to tip in your direction. As you do, you notice that behind it is a door.
Behind it is what?
Behind it is a door.
Cool. I'll like fully take the mirror down.
Okay, you move the mirror down. As you do, Laura's spirit seems to disappear. And there's the door in front of you.
Cool. I guess we open it.
Okay, you open the door. It's not locked or anything, and you see that it leads to a thin corridor that has a set of stairs going up.
Awesome.
And with that, that's where we'll end for the day.
Ah,
Dun,
Woohoo.
dun,
oh,
dun.
mysterious
boy.
staircase.
It's not gonna be anything mean and scary up there, is there?
There's definitely going to be something mean and scary up there.
Clara
Tax
seems nice.
collectors.
Not that horrifying.
Student loans
Um,
collectors.
And with that, that's the point where you guys will reach level 2.
Yay! Whoop whoop.
Finally,
Um,
jack of all trades. I'm not crap at everything now.
Now
Yay!
you're just a little bit crap at everything. Or a little bit less crap at everything, that's what I meant.
Slightly less crap.
Okay. Thank you everyone who watched the stream. We're gonna do this again next week, and we'll continue on with the story. So thank you again for joining us.
Bye, friends.
Bye.
Crawl.
Boy.